Hey guys, this is a follow-up video to, I mentioned this on the Elvis reaction or review that I did to his song, If I Can Dream. And I had done this video though 6 years ago. I did this in 2016, 4 years before the George Floyd incident and then, country burning down half the cities and all this stuff. But I did this long before because this has always been part of my psyche, if you will, and my approach to life. And I had just decided when I first started doing my life coaching channel to do this video on race relations. And so, anyhow, I just decided on the heels of the Elvis one that I would upload this. And if anybody gets something out of it, fantastic. All right, guys, have a great day. Enjoy the video.
Well, hi guys. I'm talking about pain today. Not my own necessarily. I'm talking about not increasing other people's pain. And it's in the context of race relations as we call it, as it's known in America. I start and believe that all people are inherently the same wherever. There are certain commonalities among us all. We don't like being in pain. We like certain comfort. We like to be treated fairly, not just in America, but worldwide. That to me is just how I see people, how I see life. Now I'm going to go back and start when I was younger. This is going into 6th grade when I hit middle school. When I went to grammar school, it was almost all white. Then I went to middle school here in New Jersey, and it was a mix of black and white. There was a girl there who was incredibly cute. Her name was Pam. And she sort of had like a little crush on me. And of course, me being like an 11 or 12-year-old boy, I had no idea what to do with that. But and Pam was black. Ridiculously cute. Like everybody saw that. And so she would come up to me in the hallway and like put her arm in mine. And it was really sweet because girls are so much more ahead of the learning curve than boys are. And I was slow in the uptake anyway, even as a guy. So she'd put her arm around me and she'd be like, "Ooh, Donald." And, of course, the other black dudes didn't like that because she liked me. But she would say to me, "Donald, why can't you be black?" And I had no idea what that meant. I honestly didn't know what that meant because growing up in predominantly white neighborhood, I didn't know what that meant. But I mean, she was cute and I liked her. Anyway, then I had a friend, going back 2 years, I had a friend in 4th grade, a pen pal. My mother was a school teacher and she decided to start a pen pal thing with another class. And she decided to start it with my teacher in my school. My mother taught in a different school. And there's a kid in there, his name was Jimmy. And Jimmy wanted to have the teacher's son, my mother's son, me, as his pen pal. So Jimmy and I became pen pals in grammar school. Then when we hit middle school, we met and we became friends. We were already friends. And I just remember when Jimmy and I would hang out in the summertime, he would always come to my neighborhood. But then I was like, "Hey, let's go hang out at your house." I remember he said, "I don't know, man. My dad doesn't like white people." And I'd never heard that before either. And Jimmy was my friend, and Pam was and still is. I thought about it, and that's what I'm going after here. Martin Luther King, now that I think of it, said one of my favorite quotes when he said that few things pain men as much as requiring them to think. And that's true in any area of life. The more you think about something, and if you go deeper and broader into areas, you could see maybe what the problems are or the benefits are of whatever you're looking at. Over the years, I started thinking about it. As I got into high school and after high school, I noticed, most of my white classmates were driving cars in high school. And many of my black classmates, even after high school, were walking to where they were going. And I didn't know how to account for that disparity. So, over time, I realized that the pain that's involved with having been treated so badly, like as a people, I can't imagine, even though things have progressed a bit in America, that I can't imagine not knowing when you wake up in the morning how you're going to be treated that day, who you're going to run into, how the people at work behold you. Am I going to be able to get this job? I'm going on an interview. And there's so many more things that I can't speak to because I didn't experience it, but I'm just drawing your attention to it if, this helps. That imagine not knowing every single day of your life when you wake up and you're getting dressed for work or school, how people are going to receive you, and you can't hide from it. You can hide your political views, you could hide your religious views or lack thereof, but you can't hide the way you look. I mean, our eyes work very well and we can see, and if we're formulating opinions on that, I can't imagine not knowing, am I going to be treated poorly? Arthur Ashe, when I was growing up, was my favorite tennis player. I remember an interview of his when he said that you learn to grow up black in America from day one. And I didn't know what that meant either. But it was another thing that drew my attention to what is the difference going on here? Because I do believe every human being is identical. You have a heart, you have a mind, you have emotions, you have feelings, and we're unique in certain ways, but there are commonalities among us all. So I thought about what he said, and he was such a good man, and I was mad when he was diagnosed with HIV because he got tainted blood. He was a married man with kids, and he got tainted blood from, I think, a hand operation, and he wound up dying from it. And I was mad about that. I mean, I really liked him as a person, and I really liked his style of tennis. When I thought about the psyche that goes into your heritage, that's a real part of who you are. If your, I don't know, mother was in prison or something, black or white, Asian, anybody, if you had a parent that was in prison or something, that reflects badly on you as a kid. And I can't imagine what it would have been, what it's like to know that your ancestors never had a chance, and that's your lineage or heritage. So things are changing a little bit, but my call here is just not to increase the pain of another person. You're not necessarily going to change the shootings of cops that are going on out there, but what you can control is in your immediate area. If you're just kind or thoughtful to another person or not looking to increase their pain, whether if you're an employer and you're hiring or if you're just holding a door for a person, people are people. People appreciate a door being held for them. And little things like that over time can add up. It's not going to change something overnight just by you holding a door or even giving a person a job. But over time, it will make a difference. It'll make a difference in your own life. It's not a call to take up arms and go out and march to make new laws and all that kind of stuff. There are probably enough laws on the books right now. It comes down to, how are you going to be in your daily life? Are you going to treat another person with dignity? Are you going to begin in your own mind to overcome your own barriers and obstacles to just not increasing the pain of another person, of your neighbor? We shouldn't make another person's life harder for no reason. If someone's a jerk, black, white, Asian, anything, fine. Withdraw, call them out on it, whatever. But by and large, I mean, most people are pretty chill. They just want to get up, go through their day, go to work, raise their kids, do whatever they do, and then go back home and not have additional burdens placed on them. So that's just my request for all Americans or anybody, wherever you are, that don't make another person's life harder just because they're black. Just don't. So there you go. I'll see you on another video, guys. Maybe we can make this a better place. I'm pretty sure that we can. Okay, bye.